Hello!
This is our second attempt at doing a video because the first time someone didn't press record and they pressed
Very confusing.
Well, yeah, I'm Nigel. I was a project officer in Preston for I think a couple of years, 2 years maybe. So what happened was, Annabelle, in the morning we were lighting the rhododendron bashing fire, as you do, and the VO, Annabelle, comes over with the keys and apparently says, "Nige, here's the keys," and gives me the keys by putting them on the grass next to me. Unfortunately, I wasn't necessarily listening at the time, so the fire that started off quite small and compact gradually spread to about 6 foot wide. And
He's
so
not using his arms in this one. The last take he was going, it was this big.
Yeah, it started off like this and then it ended up like this. So by the end of the day, when we were looking for the van keys, we couldn't find them, and we'd been out of that van all day. The van was parked just near the site, so we hadn't bothered locking it. So we come to try and find the keys, can't find them anywhere. We searched everywhere, up and down the hill, searching under piles of like roadie leaves, and anyway, eventually it kind of occurred to us that probably the place where they were was where I was lighting the fire in the morning. So we started, kind of the last place they could be, scraping where the fire was, scraping over all of the ash and trying to find these van keys. And eventually we found the van keys. The fuel card had completely gone, there was no remnant left of that had melted away. And the end of the van key was completely gone, and the only way you could start the van was by getting hold of the key ring that it was attached to and turning the whole thing. And for the rest of that lifetime of that poor old van, which was pretty knackered, involved turning the key ring to get the van to start.
So when they employed me, they gave me a nice shiny new van, which is actually the one we're in now. And I got Annabelle as well, and Annabelle took me out from
Although it now seems to have quite a lot more dents than when I first got it.
And we'll come to Hillary's, events in the van in a little while. Anyway, so Annabelle took me out in this van and showed me how to use it and where everything was and all that malarkey. Anyway, and we went to this school, in this primary school, and we parked quite close to the school and basically took up the whole of the school entrance with this van. I say all this is Annabelle, obviously. So Annabelle parked it up and she got it stuck because we couldn't turn around in this small school entrance, so she drove it over the grass, which was a bad idea because it'd been really raining that day, and all the parents at the end of the day were desperate to get to the children, obviously, and the van was just skidding around in the grass, just skidding around, and this guy came up in the end who was one of the parents, and he just took this massive crowbar out the back of the van, the tool store in the van, and just put it underneath the van and picked it up and shifted it. And I've got to admit, me, the volunteers, the whole lot were quite impressed with this guy, and he literally just threw it down and said, "Right, get it gone." And I was like, whoa, that's incredible. But that was Annabelle, that was her story for us. And the other person that we shared in common was Hillary, which goes back to the dents in the van. Because the dents in the van are all down to Hillary, bless her. But she's very good in the van, and she's a very good and dedicated volunteer, because she's with me for the 4 years I was there, and I've been gone 4 years now, and you were with her for
2.5 years.
2.5 years, goodness me. And Hillary is the most devoted volunteer I've ever known in my entire life, and I'm sure you'll have seen her tell you loads of stories about ponds, including the one in Heysham, which you call Heysham, whichever. And she's always getting stuck in her wellies, in her waders. It's hilarious.
Or having the water going over the top.
Yeah, the water going over the top.
That probably a lot of you will have seen.
Yeah, and this van will have seriously got some bad smells from very wet socks. But hey, that's another story which, as we're being told to get out, we'll have to wait for another time. So what else did we tell in the first one round?
I don't know, I think that was about it.
So those
are most, I'm not sure they're the best moments of BCV, but they're some of the most memorable.
Definitely the most memorable.
There are plenty of others.
And it's nice how everyone overlaps, because you were supposed to have gone when I went, and I followed on. And everyone who's followed on from me, Hillary's followed on from me, and there's more stories there. So BTCV is never ending, which is a good thing. A good thing.
It's a good thing, it's a great thing.
Anyway, thank you very much for listening. I'm going to try and do remote control now. Here we go. Thank you, bye!